Hi guys, it's Lee and welcome to my channel, or welcome back if you're back. I highly doubt that you're back unless you found this years from now, and my channel's good and you were scrolling through my channel because it's 3 a.m. and you're like, why does this girl intrigue me? And you clicked on this video even though it's super old. Hi! Um, I guess by watching this video, you already know I like to rant. That's okay. I have wanted to do this video for quite some time. I should start by saying, I have not been a Christian my whole life. I I was really young. I was like 12 and I was really sick, and I went to God. Like I just prayed to God all the time and I got better. And I kind of stopped because I felt like there was nothing there to talk to. And then about a year ago, I got more into it because one of my friends had invited me to their Bible study, and the leaders were just these amazing people. Like, I felt like Jesus Christ was in this home. Like, and when I finally talked, I'm getting ahead of myself. I felt like Jesus Christ was in their home. And I loved it, so that started my path of Christianity. And a few months later, these same friends are like, hey, come to church with me. And I'm like, okay. And I go to church. I went to church for almost a year. And I was telling my pastor about these Bible study leaders. I no longer go to their Bible study because they stopped having it. But I was talking to the pastor, and she says, when you felt the presence of Jesus, that truly was the Holy Spirit. I don't know the difference, but that's what she says it was. Anywho, I am now at a new church and connected with people who actually want to be there. And while I am further into my faith than I once was, I still don't believe I'm as Christian as the people I want to surround myself with, which is another reason why I'm making this video. I want so badly to be in a Bible study again, and not like a boring one. Like, I want to have, like, my group was mainly youth. It was a youth Bible study, and while there is a youth group, it doesn't feel the same to me. It's also very loud, and I don't do loud. So it's a struggle because when you look up Bible studies in the area, it's at this person's home. And I'm like, yeah, I don't know them or anybody who goes there, so I'm not going. I could ask my church, but I might end up in a room full of older people and it might not be what I'm looking for. So I do my Bible study by myself. And I like the way I do mine, and it may not be considered a Bible study to some people, but to me it is. And that's just where I'm at right now, and I'm trying to build myself up and get other people to join me. Like, if me and my friend were to do a Bible study together next Sunday, and then maybe the Sunday after that, we're like, hey, we kind of like read our Bibles and take notes. Do you want to join us? And then 2, 3 other people come join us, and we have a Bible study. So here is how I do my Bible study. And I remembered my water this time. Good water. I get to church early. So when I sit down with my Bible, not my Bible, my journal, I write the date at the top, and then I start jotting down some thoughts and feelings. So to this day, I just said, my friend's not here again today, so I'm sitting with my other friend, and I got to volunteer for the first time today, and I was so happy. That's basically the gist of it. And then, like, today, I wrote a lot because I got there super duper early, and I wrote how I was feeling before service, during service, after service. and it just all kind of comes together. Like I have thoughts and prayers and deep conversations with God in here. And you may not consider that a Bible study, you may consider that like a church study or whatever, but that's just how I like to do it. I sit down, I turn off my main light and I turn on my lamp light, and I actually have a playlist that I like to play on my TV, but I don't have the music in the background right now because it was a while ago, but I had recorded something with music in the background and it like put it on mute or it wouldn't let me upload the video because of copyright, so I will link that down below. I am always adding to it. So there's that. I also have a candle lit. It's currently going out right now. I just really take the hour or so, however long it takes me to do this, and I calm myself. And I just, I don't know. I just read my Bible, highlight the verses, write down how I feel about it. And then also, my church is so cool. We have these notes, right? These note cards that we follow. And I have a collection of them on my bulletin board. So yay. So what I do is a few things. So first, we're actually going to start with the notes from last week because I didn't do my Bible study last week, unfortunately. So starting with last week's notes at my church is called M1, and I'm in church, right? And I'm taking my notes. But I don't always have room on them to write down the Bible verses or my thoughts. So, I am blessed enough to have a church to where when you are new, they give you this little gift, which is a journal. And it has the M1 thing on it. And I love it. Like, you can get your own journal if you would like to, or if you already have one. So, let's go to that day. Okay. So here are the notes that I took for the day. I'm not going to show them too close because the top is personal. I will have my journal, and then I will have my card, and then I have this cute little pencil pouch. But I got these pens for Bible study, and I keep my pen in there because the pens at church don't always work. But it's fine. I bring my own pens and pencils. So I have my pen, and I'm following along, taking my notes. And at the same time, they do this thing where they put the Bible verse they are talking about on the screen. But like if you're at a church where they just mention a Bible verse, jot it down. That's exactly what I do. Hang on. But here's what I do. So I just kind of jot down the Bible verses as they're going. And sometimes my pastor will say a little quote and I'll like write it down and I'll star it. I jot all these down so that later I can go back in my Bible, take my Bible study highlighters or pens or whatever you want to call them, and I highlight that verse. And that is actually all I do in my Bible, except for read it. Obviously, I read it. It's a lot, and sometimes it confuses me. So what I read depends on the service. I read these verses. So that's what I do. Because I don't like writing in my Bible. So if I have notes or thoughts or anything like that on the verse, I will then... I haven't done it yet, but I'm going to like write it because I don't like writing on the side of the book. So I'll write it here or I'll just go to a new page. Like here, I might highlight the quote my pastor said, or if I have a note to self down here, like, oh, go back and watch the service online because you missed that information. I'll highlight it here. As always, I hope you are doing well. I hope this helped, and you have a blessed day.